to L.A.L.L Nutrition. My name is Michelle and I'm a holistic nutritionist. So this month for my favorites, I thought I would sort of do a baby focused one. I don't really have any foods in it. I guess I sort of have one in it, but I just thought it would be fun to show a few of the items that I use for my son, because I find that sometimes with babies, you're constantly seeing so many different products out there. There is like so many rash creams, there's, you know, a different cream for their face and their body, and a different wash for their hair and their body, and all kinds of things. And for me, I really like to simplify things. And I also like really clean products and as basic as possible. And I know sometimes when I look at products, I see so many ingredients, and though that means that if you're, you know, sort of a health conscious mom like I am, you have to then go and you're researching sort of what all these ingredients mean. And for me, just in general, the more ingredients I see, you know, on a product, whether it says natural or green or, you know, healthy, is I kind of stay away from it, because I feel like you can always find something that's even one ingredient, a couple of ingredients, that is going to perform well and be really good for your baby. And it just simplifies, let's say they do have a reaction if they're reacting to a certain ingredient. I also just want to note that sometimes things say natural and you know, it's healthy. These are all really just labels, and they really don't mean healthy or natural. These are just labels a company can slap on a product to say whatever it is they want it to say. Organic, if something says organic, it has to go through sort of a standardization process, or it has like rules that it has to go through, and it has to be 95% organic ingredients in it. So you're still getting a 5% might not be organic. Anyways, let's just get into the favorites. That's my little blurb on like too many ingredients. So I'm gonna start with, I have, you know, I'm a big fan of the Honest company, and not just because it's Jessica Alba. A lot of the products, they have been, you know, really well researched, and so I'm just gonna go through this little bag here and see what I've got. And this is in no way promoting any product. And I don't even start with the Honest products. So the first thing I have is this Bronners baby wash. So this is Castile, pure Castile soap, and I use this to give my son a bath. I'll use it in his laundry sometimes if I run out of my other detergent. I use it as a hand wash. I use it for his hair. It's pretty much for anything. You can even clean with it. So it's really multi-purpose. There are about 19 different uses. You can check the bottle, and they do have a specially formulated one just for babies. It's non-scented. And I find this is really, really great, and you know, a very small amount goes a long way. The second thing I've got here, and it's kind of open, and it's eaten by my son. It's coconut oil. So I use just an organic virgin coconut oil, and I'll just get it on my hands here. For my son, it's his moisturizer. It's basically, I just put it, and I put it in his hair, I put it everywhere on him. I use it on my own body, and I use it as a butt cream, as whatever, you know, I've constantly used it. I remember when I started, when he was born, I was using it when I changed his diapers also, and my mom was saying to use Vaseline, which I would never use. It's on the dirty dozen chemicals list, but it worked just as well, I suppose, if, you know, old school moms use Vaseline because it's thicker, but it worked just as well. It's natural, it's got antibacterial properties, and you know, it just works really well to help nourish the skin and hair also. I know a lot of women use coconut oil as a hair mask, so it's good for your hair, it's going to be good for everything. The next thing I have are these cute diapers. So I know a lot of moms that are more natural or environmental, they use probably more cloth diapers, and it just wasn't an option for my lifestyle. And just, you know, I went for these diapers. They're Honest diapers, and they come in cute prints. You know, I like things that are aesthetically pleasing as well as really functional and really healthy. And so these diapers they really work well. I haven't gotten any leaks. I've been using them for about a year with my son. And where I live, I can just throw them into the compost. So they go in with banana peels and all of that. So, you know, it's probably not as environmental as a cloth diaper, but it's a good alternative for me. And, you know, as a mom, you have to sort of weigh your options. A lot of conventional diapers contain a lot of chemicals that may not necessarily be good for your children. And even if there isn't extensive research maybe proving that this is bad or that is bad for a child, a baby has, they're going to absorb chemicals and toxicity, and they have such a smaller body that it's going to be almost a bigger impact on them versus an adult. So I sort of would weigh on the side of caution and try to get, you know, even if you could do organic cloth diapers, to just not expose your children at such a young age to more chemicals than they need to. Because chemicals bioaccumulate in your system, and that's, you know, when you have more and more things in your system that's not detoxifying, and babies, their detoxification is not as obviously mature as an adult, so it's going to be harder on their system and their body to get rid of if they're accumulating toxicity. The next thing I have, and it's from the Honest Company too, are their baby wipes. And you know, the ingredients are pretty clean from what I can recall. And maybe, you know, another step that you could go with baby wipes is also you can use cloth wipes. I know my sister does that because sometimes babies will have a reaction to whatever, you know, is in sort of the formulation of these cloth wipes. Again, I go with these because they're just more convenient for when you're on the go, you're traveling. It's just, you know, dealing with so much laundry can sometimes be difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of support at home. And so that was just sort of the best go-to option and sort of the easiest for my family. And I have one more thing, if I can find it. Okay, well, I don't actually have it here. I'll probably just put a photo of it up there, but it's a healing balm. Again, it's from the Honest Company, and it does have multiple ingredients in it, but every ingredient is a pure ingredient. It is a really great thick balm that you can put on, you know, if you really needed something really extra thick for your baby's bottom, or if they have really dry spots, or you know, I use it on my lips in the winter, on my elbows. It's really, really nourishing. It's organic ingredients. It's pretty affordable, and especially for those in the US, you are so lucky you can just probably pick these things up at Whole Foods, whereas I have to order them. But it's a really great balm, and it's great for mom and baby. And I love things that sort of, obviously, if it's gentle enough for a baby, obviously it's going to be great for you too. So those are sort of my roundup of baby essentials. I actually, wait, I'm going to run off and grab this one thing because I'm totally into books. But this book, The Conscious Parent, is by Dr. Shefali Sawabari. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I got this book before I had my son, so just in the last month or two before my pregnancy, and I'm really into, obviously, if you're health conscious and you want to have the best for your child, and I think this sort of goes hand in hand with like providing the best sort of maybe material things for your child, but also being the best parent that you can be. And this goes into a lot of working out your own stuff, you know, your own issues before you kind of put that on your child. And that's really important to me. I want my son to be himself and not have all these, you know, sort of societal pressures or kind of things on him. I want him to really decide for himself who he wants to be. And I mean, that's just me saying a few sentences. I really love this book. I sold it to another pregnant woman at the bookstore, but I thought it was just a good roundup with all of the items because, you know, you can provide material things, but it's a lot of emotional support also for kids. And it actually in the beginning went into a lot of really good instances of how your life changes when you have a baby, and you know, you're no longer the same person, and maybe some struggles that might come up with that. So hopefully this has been helpful. These items, I think they're really clean, they're simple, and you probably can get them online or at any health food store, and they're not, you know, super crazy expensive. And so hopefully they help you if you're going to be a new mom, or you're thinking about it, or you have a baby, and I hope to share more with you. So if you like this video, please like it, please share it if you found it informative, and please subscribe, and I look forward to sharing more information with you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.